Welcome back to History and Freemasonry, where ancient symbols reveal timeless truths. Putting the Grandmaster Hiram Abiff back into real history. Is Grandmaster Hiram Abiff merely a myth, a figure created solely as a moral allegory? Was he merely invented by Freemasons to tell a tragic story about morality and virtue? Most scholars say yes, claiming he cannot be found in biblical history. But what if that isn't true? Because in Hebrew, Hiram Abiff is known as Huram-Abi, the chief craftsman of Solomon's temple, mentioned in the Bible. In ancient Egypt, he appears under another name, Herum A-tif, and of course in Masonic tradition, we know him as Hiram Abiff. But his name reveals even more. It translates as, Horus is my father, a clear link to the Egyptian god Horus, a symbol of kingship and divine light. Masonic tradition also tells us that Hiram was brought out of Tyre, but in Hebrew, the word Tyre, tsor, can also mean rock or stone quarry. So perhaps the story isn't about the Phoenician city at all. Perhaps it means Hiram was brought out of the quarry, like every mason begins as a rough stone. And who did Hiram serve? In biblical history, he built the Hekal Yahweh, the temple of the Lord, for King David and Solomon. In Egyptian history, Herum A-tif built the Hut-ka-Ptah, the temple of Ptah, for Pharaoh Psusennes. Is this just a coincidence? Or are these two stories actually one and the same? One considered history, the other dismissed as myth. The parallels continue. Psusennes, the pharaoh, was also called Duad, the same name as the biblical King David. Both are remembered for a star and a city. King David gave us the Star of David and the City of David. Pharaoh Psusennes was called Paseba en Nui, which means, my star rises over my city. Both kings, both cities, both stars, and the same master architect. Even David's son Solomon has a counterpart in Egyptian history, Pharaoh Shoshenq. And just like his father, he worked with the same builder, Herum A-tif. So, is Hiram Abiff just a story? Or is he the real architect of kings? Who was Hiram Abiff? Was he just a legend? Or was he the real Grandmaster, hidden in the stones of history? For in Egypt he was called Herum A-tif, Horus is my father. In Freemasonry we honor him as Hiram Abiff, the Grandmaster of the craft. And perhaps he's been standing in the stones of history all along, waiting for us to see him. Please like, subscribe, and share to spread the knowledge. Thank you.